Hello everyone, welcome to another Spiritual Secrets live video. I'm just out here at the beach. I hope everyone's doing okay. In this video, I want to talk about something that I believe Jesus once said. And I'm not really a religious person, but I do kind of understand where he was going with that. Love your enemies. That doesn't mean that you have to have sex with them. It just means that you accept and you can forgive and let things go that your enemies may have done that hurt you. And I know what many of you may be thinking: how can you forgive certain people and some of the horrific things that they have done? I can only imagine what some people may have been through. So I understand that. I do. But think of it this way. If you're constantly holding on and these thoughts are constantly dominating your mind about your enemies, about these people that you hate and you constantly think about, if you allow that to dominate your life, who is that hurting? Do you think that's hurting them? I mean, it might hurt them while you're around them. If you're making their life difficult or inconvenient, or you're hurling insults at them or whatever it is, yeah, it might hurt them then. But when they're not around you, you really think they're thinking about you? Probably not. Especially since a person who can do those horrible things probably has no conscience, which means they just move on and forget about you. The thought of you doesn't entertain their minds. So by you not forgiving your enemies and you're holding on, you're constantly thinking about them, thinking about if they're happy without you, thinking about what's going on in their lives, all of these things that you're constantly thinking about, it's affecting you. It's hurting you. And if you just take the time to really reflect on that, you will see that it's true. When you hold on, it really affects you more. It doesn't really affect them. Which is why it is important to forgive. Not for your enemies. Do it for yourself. When you hold on to grudges and resentment, that's hurting you. That's bringing you down. That's affecting your vibration, and it is preventing you from elevating, to your natural high vibrational level, which is where you belong, where you would have been if you just didn't hold on to the things that your enemies have said or done. And that's why I say this. And I believe that this is why Jesus said it. Love your enemies. Let them go. Don't attach yourself to them. Why would you attach yourself to something that's bad, that you proclaim is no good for you? If it's bad, how will it ever help you? How will it ever do you any good? It won't. It's like, let's say you take a vitamin, a supplement, or whatever it is, and it makes you feel sick. It really affects you. Why would you take that again and again and again? Why would you do that? It really makes no sense to continually entertain things that you know are no good for you. And that's why it's so important to just let it go. Yes, I understand. I get it. They may have hurt you. I know. But it's hurting you more by holding on. The more you hold on, the more it affects you. You can think of it like a radio. Whenever you think about your enemies, your abusers, when you think about them, it's like you're turning the dial on the radio and you're tuning into that frequency, and then it's affecting you. That frequency becomes a part of you. It determines your emotional vibration. Just like if you tune into something that's more beneficial for you, it will make you feel good. It'll make you feel on top of the world. Because then you're tuning into the higher levels. And you know what the highest level is. Here's a clue. It's not anything out there. The highest frequency is within you. That's where you're going to find peace, love, joy, enlightenment. That's where you're going to find these things. From going within yourself. You're not going to find it in anyone else. So tune into that vibration within yourself. When you think about your enemies and your abusers, seize that as a cue to distract yourself and go within. Go to source. Because that is where you will find your peace, the higher vibes. When you're turning that dial on the radio, you're tuning in to your enemies, that is not going to help you. And that's why you need to let it go. Do not attach to things that don't serve you. That will only bring you down. And I believe that that is what Jesus meant when he was talking about loving your enemies. I think that's what he meant. So although you may have been hurt, although you may be going through a dark time right now, just picture in your mind the light at the end of the tunnel. Just picture it. And I promise you, you will see that. It will come true for you. You will see the end of the road. You will see that. Just tune into those high vibes. If you're going to hold on to anything, hold on to that. Hold on to that. I'd just like to thank you all for joining this Spiritual Secrets live video. As you can probably hear, it is getting very noisy. As always, I did try to pick an isolated area as usual. But as you may know, I will be traveling very soon.